the agenda. So that's coming. Now, we're also getting ready to roll out an enhancement to the eliminate my debt portion of your MWR membership. Okay. The eliminate my debt portion. Right now, you already have our, what our debt-free lifestyle plan that we give you, which shows you exactly how to pay off all your debts in a third to half the time or even less without spending any more that you're already spending. How it's going to save, how much interest it's going to save you, how much time it's going to save you on your debts, and how if you took that money and you invested it based off of a 3, 6, or 12% return, annual return, how long it would take you to be able to convert that debt into millionaire status, to where how long it would take you to become a debt-free cash millionaire. Okay, that date, everything's all provided for you. Now, it's great that we provide that for you, okay? But we're going to take it one step further, okay? Because now there is going to be another piece of our program in debt elimination, or in, eliminate my debt, that is going to do exactly that. Guys, we're going to turn your debt into wealth, Imagine your debt now making you money, not just costing you money. Okay. And some of you are going, how in the heck is that possible? I'm not going to tell you. Okay. Our experts are going to tell you, and it's been being done for decades. It's just most of you had no clue, because there are so many of us that, again, this stuff is not taught in our school systems. Okay. You're not going to learn this from just everybody on the street. Okay. But we're literally going to turn your debt into wealth. No longer will you just have a plan that shows you how fast you can get out of debt and how quick you can become a millionaire. We're going to make all of it work together to where, as you're eliminating your debts, you're becoming a millionaire. Okay. I hope you got that. Because the goal with this company is to create more millionaires than any other company in history. And I will tell you, I told you on our last call, I'm going to tell you again, that anybody that's plugged in with MWR Financial and participating with all the streams of cash flow that we provide, cash flow from your existing income, we do that with our cashback portion of our membership, cash flow, increasing your cash flow or adding to your cash flow through our business opportunity with a residual income and immediate income. Okay. Then we're helping you multiply your cash flow through our passport program by giving you passive streams of cash flow, multiple passive streams of cash flow. And you ain't seen nothing yet. Okay. Because what you've seen right now is our private reserve account and land banking. Wait until I hit you with this. Okay. Wait until I hit you with this. Let me take a breath real quick. Okay.
Hit me.
Before I even get to that, I hope you guys are excited about your being converted to wealth. Okay. I hope you're excited about that, because I'm fired up about it. I've seen the impact and the results and what this program can do. And guys, you're going to have some phenomenal experts that are going to walk you through this process, and you are literally going to be blown away at the difference that this can make for you. Okay. So extremely exciting. All right. Especially since 90% of the population carries a debt service, and we can help them all. Okay. Turn that into wealth. And so I love it. Now, Vonda Bell, breathe. I can't, Vonda. I can't hardly breathe. Okay. I'm so excited. I can't breathe. But now, you guys know we have dabbled in real estate in the past, and unfortunately, it didn't necessarily work out the way that we wanted to. But it's always been a passion of ours to help people with home ownership, because we believe that you should be building equity for yourself and not a landlord. Okay. That's how we feel about it. Now, it doesn't mean that some circumstances renting may be better for some people. And so we're in the financial industry, so we're not going to downplay that. But I will tell you, if you're not saving money the way you should, if you're not accumulating any type of net worth, then you better be owning a home. Okay. At least, at the bare minimum, You better own a home and be building equity. Okay. And that's how we feel about it. Well, here's what I want you to imagine. In our cashback portion of our membership, we're also going to add a Fire My Landlord program. Okay. And this is going to be headed up by some phenomenal experts, as well as investors that are going to help you get into a home to fire your landlord. Okay. Regardless of your past credit history and regardless of your current credit scores.
What?
Let me repeat that. Okay. We're going to help everybody that wants to get into a home be able to become a home owner. Now, I'm not going to over elaborate on this, but there's a few things I need to touch on in regards to this, Dom. So I know you're sitting there chomping at the bit too, but I've got to say this. We want you to be able to get into a home. We believe that is part of the American dream that so many people want. They want to be able to own their own home. But the reality is that so many people either can't qualify or don't know that they can qualify. Okay. And so we're going to bridge that gap. And the way we're going to do this is that with our Fire My Landlord program, you're going to be able to fill out a simple questionnaire. You're going to be able to answer some information, provide some information to our experts, all right, our affordable housing experts. That's what these guys are, okay? They're going to review that information. They're going to review your debt to income ratios. They're going to review your past rent history, maybe if you're already renting. They're going to review your income and make sure that you can actually afford to purchase a home, okay? Now, if you're already paying rent, I can tell you can afford to purchase a home. But what they're going to do is they're going to figure out how much of a home you can afford to purchase. How much of a home you can afford to purchase. Once they figure that out, they're going to put you on a plan to where they're going to help you locate your home, but you're going to have the ability to go locate your home as well. Okay? So you're going to, once you know how much you can qualify, you're going to be able to go and look for a home yourself. Once that home is located by either you or with the help of the investor that's working with you, they will then agree to rent to own that property or lease option that property with you, okay, for you for up to 36 months. Now, here's what's crazy about this is that, and they can do that for anywhere between 3.7% to maybe 10%. And so I'm going way too far in detail. I know, but instead of you having to come up with 20% and all this stuff with conventional financing, so we'll let them explain all that. All right, but here's what's so cool about it is that they will rent to own or let you rent to own for up to 36 months. And during that time period, you're obviously utilizing your MWR financial membership to lower your debt to income ratios, to get your credit scores back into the best shape possible, to create as much cash flow out of your existing income or with a business income, all these things that are going to put you in the most favorable position to be able to qualify for lending. God forbid something happens and you make all your rent payments for those 36 months, of which you can get conventional financing anytime, but during that 36 months, if you're ready, okay. But during that time period, or at the end of that time period, if you can't obtain conventional financing, the investor will actually owner finance it for you. Okay. That's all you're finding out. All right. So that that is I don't know. Okay. So crazy stuff here. People putting stuff on here, but that's happening with our Fire My Landlord program. Now, let's move on to Passport, Dom.
Yes.
Okay. You got anything you want to add about what I just said briefly?
No, you know what? No, because you said enough. I'll just, it's just one of the other things. The only thing I would add is this, and why it was important for us to have this in our platform, and especially in what we do, is because we know that home ownership is the first rung that most people have on the ladder to create wealth. And that's what this allows people to do. So anyone that truly wants to be a homeowner, they're going to be able to see that happen. And when we're in the middle of people's dreams, as our ability to go share this with other people, I'm telling you, it's powerful. So I'm excited. Let's move to the
All right,
next.
let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because and listen, that would be enough. If
That
we
right.
stopped right there, that would be enough. Okay, but we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Okay, so in our passport program, all right, you're getting ready to see a diversified cash flow account. Okay, where you're going to have access to a diversified cash flow account. This program works very similar to what a private reserve account is. Now, there's different cases, and it works for and I got it done for different people, different ways. Okay, but I want you to think about how you can actually have a diversified cash flow account that not only earned you interest on the money that was accumulating in that account, but it also earned you dividends. It also earns you dividends. So now you're earning interest and dividends with the ability to be able to borrow from yourself. Okay. Little different than a private reserve account, but same philosophy, able to capitalize on arbitrage, able to still earn on the money you borrow from yourself as if it never left your account. So all those things are similar, and we'll go into more detail on that. But there is some functionality to this thing that will provide you with some advantages when it comes to investing in other things. You guys have heard me talk about double dipping, okay? To where now I have a diversified cash flow account that doesn't have fluctuating interest rates like a private reserve account or returns. This has uninterrupted returns plus dividends with the ability to access your money at any time. Now, here's what's so great about that. Let's say you wanted to go buy a piece of real estate, or you wanted to participate in our land banking program. Imagine being able to borrow money out of your diversified cash flow account or your private reserve account, either one, but we're talking about just the diversified cash flow account right now. Imagine borrowing money out of your private or your diversified cash flow account, going and buying land, and you're now making money on the increase in value of the land, and you're making interest and dividend payments on the money that you borrowed from your diversified cash flow account. That's double dipping. That's you compounding your money twice, not one time, just like the wealthy have done for decades. The only problem is nobody ever shared that information with you, okay, until now. You now have access to it. That's going to be with our diversified cash flow account. We'll go into a lot more detail on that at the event.
And Brian,
Yes,
let me say this. This is what the best way I can explain a diversified cash flow account. So it's simple. It's like a savings account on steroids. So just think of that, a
yes.
savings account on major steroids.
Right.
It's powerful.
But not a 1/4% return. I mean,
Right. Not
none of that
that's
stuff.
why I said it is boosted. It's on steroids. So just think of it like that, and you'll
Yeah.
understand what's about to come. And when you see it all laid out and broken down to you, you are literally going to lose your mind, and you literally going to realize I'm doing the same thing that the wealthiest people in this country do all the time. I'm now have access and operating in that manner.
Yes, yes. All right, Dom, let's get to the next one.
Yes.
Okay. This one's huge, guys. This one's huge. And you guys have been on us about this and asked us about this. And guys, I will tell you, we have spent 3 years, maybe a little over it.
It was actually over 3 years, actually.
3 years vetting programs and systems and companies and individuals and expert people that claim to be experts and that really weren't experts. And I mean, guys, we've spent so much time on this because we understand the appeal that goes along with it. Okay. And the excitement that can go along with it. But we also, what we've realized is we also know the downside, okay, that's out there, which a lot of us don't see. A lot of you don't see. We hear all the good things about this industry, but you don't always hear the bad. Of course, there's a lot of stuff that's came out recently, in regards to one portion of this industry, but hell the heck with it. I'm just going to tell them, Dom. Okay. Yes. We're getting ready to introduce a managed fund. Okay. Forex and crypto trading done for you by licensed experts with a proven track record of success, with all of our SEC filings done, with total transparency to where you're not having somebody telling you they're getting returns when that's really not the case. They're just funneling money from new people into old people's accounts. What you're going to end up seeing is full transparency when it comes to Forex and crypto trading done for you, to where now every trade that is executed that affects your account will be done live, so that you can follow along with that trade. Now, we're not going, as with everything, we were looking for ways to be able to participate in this industry without, how do I say this, without you having to spend hours and hours and hours trying to become an expert yourself. Just like everything we do, this is done by real experts. These guys are the guy.
Well, they're the highest level.
The main guy is unbelievable. And his credibility, and when you get to know him and his background with the federal government, with the CIA, with just everything, his credentials are crazy. Okay. But, and I've known him for a long time, and we watched and wanted to make sure that and I will tell you, out of everything that I've seen out there, he has the most legitimate platform in this space that does it real, that lets people know you can lose money, not just all the hype, but you can lose money. But with his track record, I can't say past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay. But I will tell you this, I've not seen anything he's done blow somebody's account. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Now, I will say this, in regard, I'm watching some of the comments, man. It's cracking me up. But this has got people fired up. And me too, guys. Me too. But I will tell you, watching what he's been able to accomplish with this, the platform that we're putting into place, the fact that we're going to do it right, and we're going to run a pilot program that those people that are participating, that are at right now the $149.97. You got a $99.97 membership. You're paying a $50 a month Biz Center. We're going to take probably 1,000 of those people and let them participate in.
Those that are at the initial pilot program are all those that are at the Ignite event.
The initial participants will be at the event. So whoever's at the event will have first chance at participating in a pilot program. But and I'm glad you brought that up, because I forgot to say that, Dom. But what I will tell you is that I love the methodology behind his trading, okay, and their trading and the way they do things. And they focus on trades that produce big gains, medium gains, and if they take losses, they're going to have small losses, okay, to where your big gains and your medium gains typically always outperform your small losses, okay? And with that philosophy, again, I'm not going to go into great detail on it, but because we'll let the experts explain it, not me, okay? But I'm extremely excited about this, and I'm extremely excited that we get to bring that to you, because I know many of you may have participated outside of MWR Financial, and you've seen some crazy things happen. We know some of you, and we've talked to several of you that have said, hey, is it okay if I do Forex and crypto, maybe with this company over here? And then you call us 6 months later and you're going, man, you were right, because we always said you can do whatever you want, but we don't recommend that you participate in some of these companies, because majority of them, almost 95% of them, go out of business. And they're not providing you with, it's really a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Right.
Okay. Some of them, we've seen companies that, and we talked about it the other day, where companies were actually taking money from new members and paying old members and acting like it was returns. acted like they were getting them returns. It was a Ponzi scheme. Okay. And nobody wins 100% of their trades.
Right.
Just so you know that if anybody tells you that, run away from them. Okay. Because they're lying to you. That doesn't happen. All right. Not legitimately. Okay. So we're fixing that. And we're going to have what I believe is going to be the best managed fund out there, to where you're going to get to participate in the gains on that. And you may experience some losses too, just so you know, but because we have to clarify that. But I believe that's going to be minimal compared to the gains. Let's just put it that way, based on what I've seen over the last year and a half, at least, track record with live trades that have been initiated, where we've got to watch them. And they're legit. They do it the right way. Okay. So what are you going to say, Dom?
And I'll just say this, because one of the things is, you're right. Everything you said, love it, love it, love it, love it. But we talk about an expert. And remember, the experts are doing the work and they're managing. So there's nothing you have to do. It just happens for you. But the expert that we're using is the same expert. And I think people glossed over because they don't realize the impact of that. But at the event, and when they start to get involved with this, they'll understand what it means when you say all SEC filings, all licenses, everything's in place. So this is not rinky dink. We're ready to run as soon as it's anything. But this expert was doing this for the country, for the government. So when all that money that people are overpaying their taxes, that's $6 billion on average that we give to the government. This is how they were getting returns. For this person, that your expert is someone that was doing this for the federal government. That's how powerful this is.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So let's don't give any more of that away.
Okay.
Let's just kind of leave it to where it is. But guys, we're extremely excited about it. Now, in addition to all of this, and this is what I want you guys to pay very close attention to, and make sure your teams know, because with all of these enhancements, there will be new pricing. Now, here's the great thing for everybody. Okay. Everybody that is already at $50 for the Biz Center and $99.97 are plan, and things could change between now and then. Okay. But I don't think they will. But our membership will be $149.97. Okay. However, if you're only participating in the membership right now, if you already have the business in the membership, you'll just be billed $149.97 instead of two different payments. Okay. $99.97 and $50. It'll all be combined together, and you still have your business. You have everything, and you get access to everything that I just mentioned. You have all that. Okay. And obviously, when we make enhancements like this, you already know it costs money and costs the company money. But there's also some other benefits to that, because when we do these type of enhancements, we also try to create additional margins that allow us to pay out more in our comp plan. And we're going to talk about that in just a second too. Okay. But these are tremendous value adds that we're putting into our membership for you guys to have access, and these experts. Okay. And the tools and the systems that you'll be provided with. Now, if you have customers that are at $99.97, they will be grandfathered in if they choose not to upgrade to the business right now with the additional $50 a month. They'll be grandfathered in for everything except the managed fund. They will not be able to participate in the managed fund unless they're paying the $149.97 membership. Everything else I just mentioned, they're grandfathered in, all the additional enhancements. They get all that plus all the stuff that they already have or had. Okay. But the managed fund cost us. It's a big expense. And I told you guys, we're going to put our money where our mouth is. We're reinvesting back into the company and into you guys so that you can have everything you need to make wealth real, period. Okay. And there you go. Just dumb shirt. But so that's what'll happen. Now, I will tell you, to participate in the business, this is very important. So pay close attention. All right. There's an opportunity for people to get involved with the business and the membership right now for $149.97 a month. Okay. $50 Biz Center, $99.97 membership. They can get involved right now at $149.97 with both of those things. Come February 4th and 5th or 4th, when we make this announcement, there will be a one-time setup fee of, if nothing changes, of $100. Meaning to get started in the business, it will cost $249.97 to get started, not $149.97. But that additional $100 is used for exactly what it's called, a setup fee, a one-time setup fee. All right. Because there's a lot that goes into the back end of what we're doing. All right. But with this enhancement also comes, but people can get involved now, between now and February 4th. And if they're at the $149.97, they don't ever have to pay that $100 setup fee. They're just automatically in. Business, membership, everything, all services, all enhancements, all of it, they get it all. Okay. Which really is where most of you probably are at anyway, right now. Okay. So, which is a big deal. Now, comp plan enhancements. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and then we're going to close this out. We're going to bring on our other special guest here because I know he's been listening behind the scenes. I've already thrown up on him and some of the rest of you, some of our other leaders. Gerald, I know I've had some conversations with you, but while we're going through all this stuff, but with all these enhancements, there's also going to be major, and I mean major, comp plan enhancements. Okay. And I'm talking, there will be some of you that will go into our event. And you will walk out making more money at 5:00 on February 4th. When your text message comes out, if you are at the 3rd level, 4th level, or higher, there is a very good probability that with the exact same points you have right now, you could end up with a pay raise. Okay. Now, it doesn't affect the first 2 levels. So if you have 3 people personally enrolled and you're at level 1 or executive director, and then you have a 2-star executive director with 12 people on your team and you're making $20 a day, nothing's going to change there. But I will tell you that 3rd, 4th level on up, we have enhanced the comp plan. And I will tell you this. All right. What used to be an $8,500 a day payout that you could reach in our comp plan, there's a good chance that you're going to see that jump anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000 a day without adding more levels to our daily guarantee. That means that money had to be added into the existing compensation plan. Okay. I hope everybody gets this. I really do. Am I missing something, Dom?
No. You're on it. So
okay.
I will just help you.
Last thing I'm going to say.
Well, let me just say this so I make sure so they get it. So you mean to tell me that people in our comp plan going forward, starting on February 4th, that people could go from $5 a day to potentially up to $15,000 per day?
Yeah, which adds up to $5.5 million per year.
Residually. True residual income.
Yes, sir. Not 8,500 where it is now.
Right.
15,000. Okay. And that's the goal, 15,000. Now, again, we may end up making some adjustments depending on how we finalize a few other things that we're working on right now. I don't foresee it. I think it's going to be that way. But either way, it's going to be an enhancement and it's going to be phenomenal. But so that's there.
Everybody be okay with $12,000 a day.
I'm going to just say this. Your rank in MWR is now determined by your level of daily guarantee. And because of those levels of daily guarantee, you want to get to the 4th level or higher as quickly as you possibly can. Because for those of you that do that, which you could do it between now and February 4th. For those of you that do that, there comes another pay raise. Okay. Because now you're going to be earning leadership coding bonuses or leadership expansion bonuses based on what level you are. That starts at the 4th level all the way through the 15th level.
Oh, that's
where
star.
literally 4th level to the 15th level, and literally you could be making anywhere between $50 to $200 for every member that comes into your organization. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. I'll just leave in one-time pay, not residual. In one time, you still got your residual, but we wanted to create a scenario for the people that go out there and get it done, and they're out there busting their butt, and they're supporting their teams, and they're helping other people win. We want to make sure that when you go do a meeting, that when you leave that meeting, if 10 people signed up, you've got an immediate instant paycheck coming the next day. Daily. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Now, I can't think of anything. I'm not going to, that's it, Dom. I think I've said enough. And if that isn't enough, if everybody isn't excited and this doesn't feel like a Christmas present, please get off the line. Please, I can't do anymore.
Brian, you just blew them away.
I'm not sleeping. I'm not sleeping. I'm literally 16 hours a day right now because we're making this happen for you guys. Okay.
You just blew everybody away. They don't even know what to say. I don't think they even realize what you just said. What you just said is that people will have upfront money.
I know.
Right now, upfront money from $50 to $200, potentially $200 upfront for every person that comes to your organization through infinity and beyond.
Exactly.
Wow.
I will say this. There is nobody that is in MWR Financial that if you apply what we are putting in place, what we already have, if you apply it, there is absolutely none of you that cannot become millionaires. None of you. When we say we want to create more millionaires than any other company in history, we have the best, the first, the best, and the only platform that has everything you need to make it happen all in one place. We're the only one. Okay. So I'm going to shut up and let's bring on our special guest.
Well,
go ahead, Don. You got
Brian,
something you want to
I
add?
definitely want to say bring our special guest. I want everyone to understand, and I know that he's going to be able to really take this and grow with it.